Alright, this is the Brexit Chef, and I want to show you how to make a good, hearty British Brexit burger with all EU-free ingredients. Let's get going. Starting with your pan, get yourself a good griddle pan. This is basically a pan which has griddles in it. And what I want you to do is coat it with some good salty English butter. Just butter, no olive oil, no margarine, and definitely no I can't believe it's not butter. Just smother it all over the pan and wait for it to melt. And whilst that's going on, get yourself the beef patties. Now for the patties, you need some Angus beef, but if Scotland leaves the UK, then any beef from England, Wales or the Isle of Man will do. So the way to do this is balance it on your knife and put it in the griddle pan. And there we've got 4 patties nicely simmering away there, and we'll go and get ourselves the buns. Now for the buns, you want an old-fashioned floury bap, none of this fancy pants brioche. The flatter the better. And put that on the side over there whilst you get yourself the next main ingredient for a good burger, which is some chips on the side. So get your chips out of the freezer, get your oven switched on and on quite a high setting, and then spread some metal foil on an oven tray and get some more of your good salty English butter and just smear it over the metal foil. And then get your packet of chips out and just put it all over the foil so that it's well spread out over the metal foil. Looks nice, doesn't it? Meanwhile, have a little glance back at your burgers to make sure that they're all cooking nicely and they're getting going as we speak, so that looks nice. And let's move on to some veg. Now starting with your onion, you want a normal orange coloured onion with white flesh, and you want to just cut it in half and peel the half that you've cut off. So this might take a little bit of effort, but bear with me. Once you've peeled it, just slice it in little bits. You don't want too many slices or you'll smell like a Frenchman. And leave that on the side there whilst you get your lettuce. Different types of lettuce, but I like this local gem lettuce. Just wash it under the sink and put it on your plate where you've got the onions there. And the best method for dealing with lettuce is just to use your hands and rip off little chunks of it. So just go on ahead and do that. And then add a few slices of cucumber to the mix. It's always good to have some cucumber. For tomatoes, you've got lots of choices. Normal tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, plum tomatoes. But for my money, nothing says British better than having a Union Jack on the packaging. So you can't beat these Santini tomatoes. Now get a few of them out of the packet and pop them on your plate and just cut them into little halves. Just have another quick look at your burgers, which are cooking up nicely, and then move on to the next stage. Now in Britain, we do love a bit of pork, and no one likes it more than our ex-PM David Cameron. And I know what you're thinking, he was Remain. But you can't have a good Brexit burger without crispy bacon. So get a few rashers of bacon, and then drape it in some more good salty English butter, and just slide it around your wok. For the cheese, cheddar will do nicely, but I do prefer a bit of red Leicester. So get some of this out of your fridge or larder, and using a knife, just slice little chunks off and leave them on your plate. And then when your burgers are done cooking, you can just get some of that cheese and put it in the griddle pan so that it melts a little bit and it becomes a nice melty cheese that you can put on your beef patty. Delicious. Now no Brexit burger would be complete without a good Brexit sauce. And your base for your Brexit sauce is a combination of some classic British condiments. Tomato ketchup wise, I haven't found anything which beats Heinz. So get yourself a squidge of Heinz ketchup in the bowl. And there are different options for mayonnaise as well. But my favourite is squeezy Hellmann's. So put some Hellmann's, I've got the light version here, but the full version does nicely, and add that to your ketchup. And another option at this point, should you fancy it, is mustard. And you want squeezy mustard, not any Dijon or Bijou mustard, just normal squeezy mustard, but I prefer not to have mustard. Now you can just put the sauce raw on your beef patty, but some people like to mix it with a little bit of veg, so I'd get some of that lettuce from before and mix it in with the sauce. And then if you fancy it, you can get some of the cucumber and even the Santini tomatoes from before and whack some of those in as well. So it's really your choice at this stage. But one thing you do need to do is add a bit of salt and pepper. So I've popped in a bit of salt from Aldi. Now just put a little bit in, don't go crazy. And get some pepper as well, and just wang some of that in as well. And then just complete it with a bit more ketchup and a bit more mayonnaise. And then use a spoon to mix it all up. Do this quite vigorously so that the flavours of the ketchup and mayonnaise get infused in the salad. And then get your baps out and smother the salad on the bread and add the beef patty, aiming for the middle of the burger. And then get some of your red Leicester cheese, which is now melted, and just smother it on the burger quite liberally and add the bacon on top. And then you just can't go wrong with a squidge of ketchup. And at this point, if you want to add gherkins, don't. So just fold up the burger and squidge it flat, and at this point your chips should be ready coming out of the oven. So just take them out and put them in the plate and add more ketchup and of course more mayonnaise. And that's it, you're done, apart from one final thing, which is good Kentish ale, courtesy of Spitfire Premium. And open the bottle using a bottle opener and pour it in a pint glass, carefully so you don't get too much head. That's Brexit.